welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abram. You know my partner, Albert Campman. You know, Youngstown, growing up, one thing I would say, if you associate certain things with Youngstown, one of those things would be boxing.
Yeah, and I know George has followed it his whole career, can name a lot of boxers. And when I saw this article, I said, we got to talk about it on our show that Southside Boxing Club is bringing back boxing and to the Valley. 600 fans came through. They said 13 amateur bouts, including Jesus Arroyo. And I asked George about it. Does he remember Harry Arroyo? He said, oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
And the names I remember from the Valley were there in attendance, Ray Boo Mancini and Kelly Pavlik. Those two I know well.
World champ. I mean, these are world class guys.
Yes.
These aren't like guys that just messed around. These
This is
are
how they
the
started.
best of the best.
That's why you have to bring this up.
Absolutely.
Because there are not as many anymore. We realize that. The boxing at one time was a king, as horse racing was. But
every gym
every gym had it.
Yeah.
You can get any gyms now involved in this. Kids will show up. Kids enjoy the sport of boxing, and it's lost its appeal in the gymnasium setting, but not to kids. And George, I know you do a boxing match every year.
Every year we had a
with
kid this year.
Yes.
We had a kid this year. I think he was from Struthers. It was either Struthers or Campfield. I'm not sure. But the bottom line was, yes, it was a Youngstown kid, and yes, as you say, Armstrong sponsors that boxing every year. And
yes.
As you talk about it, it's amazing that these, like you said, there might be a Harry Arroyo, there might be a Kelly Pavlik in that gym, and we don't know about it. It's possible.
I think it's very important that that we always give the due to the old timers who keep those gyms going.
Absolutely.
And the young whippersnappers who learn from them and have opened up new gyms. We don't want boxing to end. I know MMA is taking over, but I'll always be a guy growing up with Sonny Liston and Floyd Patterson. Those heavyweight champs were known as the greatest in the world.
Everyone could name the heavyweight
toughest
champ.
guys. Yes.
Ingemar Johansson.
Yes.
Everyone, when we were growing up,
yes,
could name. Now
champion.
there are now 77 WBC, WBO,
WBC. I kid George because I can't keep up.
But the problem was, as you say, back in the day,
there was one.
There was one, and the heavyweight champ was known as the baddest dude in the world.
Right.
Period.
That's the way it was, and that was so exciting to get somebody's autograph like that. That we got the greatest guy in the world's autograph today, and I'll ask George, what belt is he holding?
Yeah.
And George says one of the 7 or 8 around
one
there
WBO, WBC, and it's ridiculous. And it's splintered off in different organizations, and then you see irregularities in the scoring and stuff. And that's why the sport had gotten a black eye. And 2 things happened with that sport, and they can thank themselves. They can thank themselves. One of the reasons, that UFC got its foot in the door is because we wanted guys to fight in their prime. So we're going to get a fight, Pacquiao, and we're going to get Mayweather. Well, we wait till they're both past their prime. They should have been in the ring 10 years earlier, and it would have been better for the sport. But this group can't together with that group. This guy only promotes these guys. This guy only. And I want to mention, you said something about these old timers in the gym. You and I have a name for them. We call them givers because they're giving their time. And many times what happens, and it happened, I'm sure, around here, and it's happened in Butler, a kid will get decent, and then they'll get to the point where the guy that put all the time in with them can't take them any further, and then they go with someone else. It happened with the Duvas over in Pennsylvania there. The kid from Butler got pretty decent. He got to where he couldn't, he needed a bigger time trainer
agent.
And the bottom line was they had a falling out, and it's sad, but these guys that put their time in these gyms, most of these kids, as you say, they're going to fight at a Y or a brewery or so, and never. These guys you're talking about, they were the best of the best. When you talk about Harry Arroyo, Boom Boom, and Kelly Pavlik, they're world champs.
Exactly. So congratulations for bringing boxing back a little bit. Hopefully that it continues for years to come. Also locally, the Scrappers have joined forces with the Guardians, the Cleveland Guardians, part of the Major League's community program. And I think that they're trying everything they can in baseball to get the young kids involved, to get more kids involved, player development involved. It's just a community-based initiatives are so important in baseball, George, because everybody's flocking to football in the NBA. So baseball has to get out there, and let's hope that the Mahoney Valley Scrappers can make this work and reestablish a partnership with the Cleveland Guardians.
We have to be honest. The leadership in Major League Baseball is lacking. The guy mentioned it Sunday night. They had the MLB draft, and between people not knowing about it, not knowing where to find it, etc. And ironically, we're going to talk about it. They had 4 of the top 19 players are legacy players.
Right.
Dads played. A couple of them even named after Drew Andrew Jones, obviously. But the bottom line is, I think that they've missed, like you mentioned this the other day, you said it on the radio. Mike Trout could walk down, he could go down to the South Park, he'd walk through the mall.
Yes.
And I don't think he'd be bothered. I'd be shocked.
No. There'd be 50 people there, 2 of them might recognize
LeBron
him.
Couldn't take a step.
No, not one step.
They'd have to get
not
security.
One step. Not one step.
And you're right, that's a good point. And we know what Mahomes couldn't take a step either.
So they are trying, though. Finally they're trying, reestablishing this. Probably too late, but still, let's hope. As a baseball guy, my favorite sport, I'm hoping always that baseball can survive.
There could be a resurgence. There could be a resurgence, because, like you say, maybe the way they watch it, the young kids and such, in the morning on the phone or whatever. That doesn't mean they're not watching at all, but the way they watch,
that's changed.
Baseball has to jump. I think that's why they tied in with this DraftKings and all. The pace of the game does relate a little bit to, betting on a pitch, betting on the outcome of an at-bat or something. And I think they saw that as an opportunity because they're talking about in the minors next year, they're going to make like a piece of pie.
It's coming to the major leagues. It's coming to the major leagues for sure.
But they're going to try it out first.
Yeah, they always try everything on the minor leagues.
Same with
we knew DH was going to hit sooner or later both legs.
But how about the computer strike zone?
Mm-hmm. That's coming too.
That's coming. Boy, I'll tell you what, I know it's hard, but I see a lot of pitches that miss that square. Now, I don't know if that square is accurate, though.
That's
the one thing we don't know.
It's not the right angle. It's not. And every umpire will say that.
Yeah.
They'll stick up for themselves, say, listen, the angle of that is not the same as the behind home plate.
I agree. Let's talk MLB. All-Star break is with it. Now, a lot of people equate that to the half, but actually it's about 10, 12 games over. It's much closer to the second half, right?
Yes.
But in the 90s and 81's half, am I right?
Right.
Now let's talk a little bit about the Yankees are, way, way ahead. They had a little bit of a downturn a couple of nights. Then they come back and they just slaughtered the Red Sox with 20-plus runs. It looks like the wild cards, up until, say, 2-3 weeks ago, you'd have said they're going to have all the wild cards. Somebody forgot to tell Seattle.
Yeah, well, give one of those runs like this, you're back in the race immediately.
Well, 14, right?
Yeah, 14 in a row, and still a long way to go. 80 games. We'll see what can happen. 75 games, whatever for teams.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, there's a long way to go. So I don't tell anybody.
No, I bet they wish there wasn't an All-Star break.
Yeah, they're the one team that would.
Yeah.
They don't want.
I get in late on it.
They don't want it.
Hey, I get in a little late. But I couldn't. I'm just watching. I'm thinking, I'm going to put $10 on it. They win again. Twins are winning the Central. Let's talk about that because that's our local team.
Right.
Guardians. And it almost looks for weeks at a time nobody wants to win.
Well, they're not one of the better teams. That's why.
Anybody
can win it. Yeah.
You're not giving up on White Sox.
I'll take the White Sox.
Or Cleveland.
No, I take the White Sox. No, I take the White Sox. They played pathetically.
They were 500 Saturday night.
And they're 3 games out.
Okay.
So I cannot. I have to say the White Sox are going to win.
I looked the other day. I thought, I thought I was being a smart guy. I said, I'm going to put some money in the White Sox. I looked. They knew the odds are lousy. I mean, when I say lousy for being behind at 90.
Right.
Now, Houston, they're way ahead. And this Verlander, I don't know what the guy either found the fountain of youth or he's been in somebody's medicine kit.
Always been a great pitcher.
But Seattle's the one that's just so ridiculous.
Yeah, but the one I'm going back to Houston. Houston beats the Yankees. Yankees are scared of Houston.
I know.
That's even as good as the Yankees are, and they're playing great.
When I looked it up, they were 13-2. They're now 5-1.
Houston gets them.
Yes.
Houston
gets them. They beat them, and they can also hit Cole a little bit. And as you said, Verlander, he just puts the whammy on.
He matches up with Cole.
Absolutely.
Right.
Now the Mets are. Can the Mets hold on? Do they need to get the pitchers back?
If they get the pitchers back, they can hold on. But
I'm going to change that question.
Yes.
What if they don't?
They won't hold on. Atlanta will go past them.
2 games.
Yeah, they will not hold the lead without their pitchers staying healthy.
Let me tell you.
That could happen to Atlanta too, though. It could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
That's one thing about baseball. You have to have some depth. That's why at this deadline you'll see. You'll see them taking some.
Did you hear the other day Syndergaard, the Angels, St. Louis?
Oh, he's going someplace.
St. Louis.
Yeah, he's
That's
going
the
someplace.
rumor.
Yeah.
I think in St. Louis, right when you think you got them out, they'll do something. But let's talk.
They have a good farm system.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They always
So they got prospects, you say.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's winning the Central. I watch them play, when they play the Pirates or they're the Tuesday game or Friday game, whenever they are, and I'll watch it. And I look and think, boy, could they use a hitter?
They all can.
Gee.
Every team.
Wow.
Every team is about 242 is the average in the league. So everybody needs a hitter, and they're all going to get one. But it's not going to be a big name. It's going to be something like a Parada from Arizona. It's going to be a Dozier from Kansas City. It's going to be somebody that has a bat that they hope explodes for them. Like Atlanta got lucky last year.
Yeah, with
picked
the
up
outfit.
2 guys.
Yeah.
And it came through.
People thought they were giving up.
No, they tried to get guys. You take a chance, but no one has got luckier than the Yankees. Getting Carpenter, who's
he didn't. What happened there?
That he's a minor leaguer. They even thrown out of the league. He was so bad the last 2 years, and he somehow he's rejuvenated himself.
I saw his.
No one has hit like he has.
I saw his hit spray thing the other day, and I'm thinking, was it Babe Ruth?
Yeah, no one's hit like he has. No
Hey, let's talk about the Dodgers. We knew they were good. I don't know if we thought they'd run away. I'm going to give everybody a tip. I have a team to watch the rest of the way.
That's a joke.
Giants.
Yep. Wow.
I have a tip. Yep. Just because they have a favorable schedule as far as home and away, etc. Now let's talk about All-Star Game. One thing about the All-Star Game. Remember, we go back when they had 2.
Yes.
You're young then, though, right?
I watched 2 also.
Okay, they were day games. Mm-hmm. Okay, but let's talk about that a little bit. Hockey, it's the ice capades. Mm-hmm. Basketball, it's can you top this? Football, they should stop that.
Yes.
So this is the one game that is closest to a regular game. Would you agree?
Yeah, of the All-Star games, I still don't like it because they play each other in a year. And
you're saying interleague ruined?
Yeah, it did. For me. It's
okay. I got it.
I couldn't wait to see Al Kaline play, but I never saw him play.
Hank Aaron and Willie Mays.
I saw them. I saw them.
You didn't see the American.
I didn't see the American.
I got you.
So now you see everybody play every day. It's not the same, and what's worse is that used to be an honor, and they got some money out of when they weren't making these.
I'm not going to ruin.
Now they don't go.
I'm not going to ruin your day and tell you how many guys.
They don't go.
I could ruin your day easy. 80 players. That's how far down they are. That's everyone to Dairy Queen.
And that's the point I'm saying.
Yeah, they won't go. Yeah.
If you're comparing it with hockey, yes, it's better. But if you're comparing it with what I expect, it's pathetic. I mean, I'll watch 2 innings. I'll watch.
It was an honor, and they
played to win.
Pete Rose.
No, Hank Aaron went bat 4 times in the game.
Yeah, I remember Clemente batting 4 times.
They didn't substitute. They played to win the game. Now today they'll bat once and they'll be.
They're in the airport.
They'll be interviewed.
No, they're in the airport
on the way out.
No, the one dude.
On the way out.
The one dude. They said he was already gone. He pitched and left.
Yeah. So
So
that's where that.
Now, how about the one thing? The first night, Monday night before. Home run derby.
It's ran its course for me too.
You had enough of that.
And I'll watch that a little more than I would the All-Star game, but it's no big thing to me. I really enjoyed it when it first came out. Now they're like Albert Pujols in this thing. Now he's after 14 swings, he'll be worn out. It's not what it's supposed to be.
Do you mind having him in the game?
There's guy. Oh yeah, I like having him in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, he deserves that.
Okay.
Yeah, but the best hitters are not in it. So if I'm going to watch home derby, I want to see Judge go against Alfonso. You know, I want to see the best go again. They opt out. They don't want to go in. That's
That's
another thing about baseball. I'd say I'd put it in the contract. Listen, if we ask you to do something for us, you're doing. You're asking. You're making big money.
Yeah, with a players' association.
Oh no, that's what I said. They say so they kill each other.
How about these guys when you talk about them getting in? They make so much money, so you can't give them a monetary reward.
No, it's just the love of the game.
Did the dude turn down $450 million?
The love of the game.
No, I know you had to laugh.
Yeah.
Did your wife?
My wife heard it.
Did she ever hear that?
She thinks
What'd she say?
She thinks it's made up.
Yeah,
Babe,
no one returns that.
It's not made up.
$500 million.
Yes.
No one. No. All right.
He's ended up with San Diego or the Yankees. You know, right now that's where he's going. One of those two schools.
He'll finish the year. I mean, okay. Now let's talk NBA. The summer league going on, whatever that is. That's just strictly young guys and guys.
They must watch it though, because it's on.
But see, it doesn't cost anything. That's why it's on. They can throw that on there. It beats like.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it beats. What do they throw them little bags in a hole?
Yeah,
it beats that, and it beats Armstrong.
So that's all. I don't watch it, but somebody must watch it. I'm guessing.
It's young kids and new players, right?
Yes.
That's all it's.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the NBA between the last game and when they start up again. A lot of money was given out. I see guys, like when I see Damian Lillard, I know he's really good. When I see $132 million, I'm just like, huh?
Well, that's how much money the teams make.
66 a year.
That's proof that these franchises are making billions. That they don't think one iota.
You know, last year for some strange reason, this is new. The NBA is starting to make NFL-like money. And they hadn't in the past.
They are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a young crowd.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Fantasy. Mm-hmm. I know this young kid. And when I say young kid, he's 35.
That's still young.
He loves that. He's got this guy and that guy. He's asking me. I'm like, I'm sorry. You know, if you watch it every day, you know.
Right.
All right, let's talk about KD. Will he get traded?
No, I think he's going to stay where he's at. I do think he's.
You think they're going to run the band back?
I saw the. I saw the odds. That's why. See,
okay. No, I get it. They know that.
The odds went
absolutely.
They went from 45 to 1 to 12 to 1.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me ask you. Are they going to bring the band back together? Is they going to run Kyrie also and Simmons?
I would think so. I think
just
by the odds.
No,
that's all I'm going.
No, but listen.
Because I don't know inside out. No,
but I'm saying the fact that you know the odds tells me you're.
No, I read it.
Yeah,
no, I didn't see it.
But still,
I read it. 45 to 1 to 12 to 1.
So they know something.
Somebody's staying.
When they ever give money away?
Somebody's staying.
Did you ever know them to give money away?
No.
All right, so I'm interested you say that. Even the commissioner the other day, he's a player ally. You know that's the sport where LeBron's the commissioner. Really, we're sorry, LeBron, but
sorry.
Right. So let's be honest. He came out and he said, "Look," he said, "these guys like Durant." Signing a 5-year and wanting traded after 1, he said, that's bad for the game. I mean, he took a stand at least. I don't think they care what he says.
They don't care what he says.
Now, how about the Knicks? They're in line for Spider Mitchell. Is that a move? Are they really going to get better, or is it, let me see, like a name, like a celebrity?
No, they'll get really better.
He's good.
Oh, my gosh. He's not good. 25 years old, too. That's the kind of player you want. 25, can really play.
So you can build around him.
Him and Bungard in the same back.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a guard run. It's a guard league.
Yeah, absolutely.
See,
it's a guard league.
You'd asked me 15 years ago.
No, you said, we need a post.
I never put 2 guards out there.
We need a post.
Now the game is driven by whoever's guarding one of them is going to say, okay, he can't guard you.
Yeah.
We're going pick and roll. Okay, so with him, and as soon as they change men, they give the ball to the other guy. It's a joke.
How about when they cross the guys and they switch it for them?
Every time.
I have so many questions about that. I wouldn't know where to start. When they're down 8 and they let the team dribble the whole 24 out, I swear I'm at home, foul, and they're like, well, they're down. I'm thinking, well, don't they need the ball 3 times?
3 times.
Doesn't seem to matter.
It doesn't matter.
Let's talk NFL because the king. It's all.
Well, it's here now.
It's all JVs
once you get to late July.
Well, listen, I found out because they're playing in the kickoff game, the Raiders and Bills started today. The others are starting next week. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what. No, you're exactly good. Yeah. Now, don't forget, you guys that are looking at over/under win totals and such like that. 17 games.
Yes.
Extra game.
Extra game in there.
And then also, there's only 3 preseason games. which the guy for the Rams has basically destroyed. There are no more preseason games.
It's another thing that's changed completely.
He happened to see he didn't play his guys and he won.
Right.
So you know what's coming.
Yeah.
You're going to need a stinking program.
Yeah, I've seen it before though. I've seen it before. He just hadn't played nobody.
Yeah. We're not talking like the
quarterback. I'm
quarterback.
talking other people didn't play anybody, but they played maybe the defensive line through.
Yeah.
He didn't play anybody. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you know what's coming. Now here's the interesting part. Locally, again, our local team. Brownies finally free Baker Mayfield. He goes to Carolina. He is in a quarterback battle with Sam Darnold. Let me ask your thoughts on how it will play out, who you think will win, and was it a good move for both?
Well, Mayfield's going to be the starting quarterback.
Okay.
I have no doubt about that, and it's a good move for him and a good move for Carolina. They upgrade their team, and I think he's a good quarterback. I don't know if he's Super Bowl winning
He's
quarterback.
not Peyton Manning.
I know he's in the top 20.
Okay.
In the league.
Well,
he's in the top 20. So
that's better than a half.
Yeah, exactly.
Now let's talk about that a little bit. As fate would have it, who's the opening game?
Yeah.
They play the Brownies. Now, first of all, the Browns have no idea with Watson, and this lady's in no hurry. I'll say that for her.
Right.
She's taking her time. The judge, she is not in any hurry, which tells me everybody else doesn't know what they're doing either. Because until she makes that ruling, everything's on hold.
Yeah. Word is on the streets that he's going to get a whole year, and he's going to fight it to the end. He's going to try to every appeal going ready. He's got all his lawyers in place.
All right.
So we'll see what happens. But I just don't think he can play at least half the season. He's out. I'll say that.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I don't know that it'll be the whole season. Now, they better get Brissett ready is what you're saying.
Yes.
Brissett better be ready.
Yeah, and he's not good enough to win games.
He's
going to have to win on a Sunday. No, I'll say
I know what you
he's won games on Sundays, but not for 8 straight
Not for
games.
8 Sundays.
Yeah.
No, you and I agree on that. Now, my only premonition is that the old Saints coach is going to end up in Dallas.
Do you think so?
Yeah, unless the big boy just happens to really
Win this year.
win big.
And McCarthy happens to win, yeah.
I don't see it happening. Do you?
Yeah, I do. They're good enough to win.
They can win.
Oh, no. They've got good enough players.
Hey, you know who improved? The Eagles. And you know what? I think the Redskins, what am I calling them? The Commodores,
Yes,
what Commanders or whatever.
So you think the league's a little better now? Right?
The division.
Okay.
The
Right.
division.
Right.
Yeah. Last year it didn't have. I think the Eagles have really improved their team. And you know what? I'm one of those guys that thinks you can win with the quarterback Hurts. I don't think Hurts is Johnny Unitas.
Right.
But I think he runs just enough. He throws the ball okay. I really believe that you can win with him.
Be interesting to see what happens because he's the modern type quarterback that they're looking for.
He likes to
Guy
move,
that can
move around a little bit.
Yeah,
Steelers are saying they're having an open competition at quarterback. They
have to say it.
Yeah, what do you think?
It's not open. Trubisky's going to be the starting quarterback. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt.
I agree with you.
No doubt. But they can't say that. The fans will go
And
crazy.
The Pickett nuts.
If they didn't offer Pickett a chance.
Hey, I'm going to say something right now, too. They're going to be pleasantly surprised at Trubisky.
Yeah, I know he's a good
Steeler
player.
fans.
Yeah,
They're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Now, the Ravens quarterback, he still doesn't have a deal. And in my mind, they were 9-2 when he got hurt. Let's not anybody. People tend to forget that. Let me say this about him. He's representing himself. And there's an old saying that anybody who represents himself has a fool for a client. That's from the old days.
That's a good line.
What is he doing?
Yeah, he'll get money either
He
way.
needs to get our buddy Jeff
He'll get
involved
money
there.
either way.
How about it?
There's so much money out there. He'll get it.
Now let's talk
He'll get it.
NCAA football. It's around the corner, people. 40-some days. We're going to be kicking it off. Now, what you and I both like early. They're not messing around. Penn State, Purdue, Pitt, Tennessee, Pitt, West Virginia, Ohio State, Notre Dame. You don't have to wait.
Yeah, you'll find out about your team quickly. And everybody has hope right now. Everybody on campus is saying that they're better. I believe they are. But you have to get on the field and play those big boys. And those big boys line up. It gets really tough.
Hey, you know what, too, Albert? Let's say this. if you wager or you go on DraftKings or FanDuel or whatever, you got to get some magazines or something, because that portal, if you could keep track of 2,000 guys, God bless you, because I can't.
You're not. And, you have to really be into it early, because sometimes that's the one time.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Vegas might make a mistake and and not realize Coastal Carolina's example.
Absolutely.
They never figured out Coastal Carolina was really good.
Absolutely.
You never know, but you better keep up on the portal, no question about it.
Good point. I have a question for you. Pac-12, Big 12, any Albert Campman thoughts on it? What are we going to do with Oregon, Washington? What about the rest?
I'd say they're coming in. That's all.
Where are they going?
To the Big 12. That's what I think they're going.
Oh, they're matching. They're merging.
I think they're going to be 3 leagues. That's what I think.
And how about the ACC? They just duck in where they can,
they're going to
musical
get as
chairs?
they can, and some of them are getting left out. Yep, some of them are getting left out.
Wow. Now, when Texas and Oklahoma join the SEC, now you're really going to have something.
I don't know if the SEC is going to take anybody else. That's interesting to see if they do, because they got those 2.
I heard him today.
They got those 2.
I heard him today, and he's very satisfied. Now, remember, these are words.
Right.
Very satisfied with what they have. No need to rush. He likes.
Well, that's because he got the.
Yeah, he's going to have 8 out of 12 in a tournament.
He has the cash.
He's going to have 8 out of 12 in a tournament, right?
Yes.
Now, golf, the British Open. I don't know what to say. I've seen some guys, and they're trying to say, McIlroy, if you made all pars, you did not choke.
Right. Oh, he didn't choke.
You did not choke. I heard a guy say, and I said, he's nuts. Those guys won it.
He played really good. This is the first time I could say, really, that Cam Smith won the tournament. Because Young played tremendously.
Yeah, he did.
Went to 19 under.
Yeah, he did.
Smith just kept throwing birdies on the round. He has a great short game.
Yeah.
I remember when he played on the Asian tour and was trying to get on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
Then some of these guys just hit it late, hit and get lucky.
I had him one week. He cuffed one up. He was up on 16, and I hear the guy say, "As long as he stays to the right, he's fine." And I look at, where's that thing going? Dead left through. I'm like, here I go. But he certainly made up for it. Now, did Tiger finish yet?
Yeah, he finished 2 rounds and really can't play anymore. I don't know what to tell him to do, because his name still draws TV.
Yeah,
still draws.
Yeah, they're
people.
showing him like he's in.
Oh yeah, but he just can't play with that the way he used to.
The
play.
LIV guys are being shunned. Will more join the tour and take the easy money?
Boy, I don't know. I think a couple will. I don't think a lot more. I don't think a lot.
All right.
I don't think a lot.
I got about 45 seconds, real quick. College football, will they go over 12 games at some point?
Boy, George, what do you think? I don't think they will. I don't think they can. I don't think they can. I really
Maybe
don't.
expand the tournament.
No, if they join 20-team leagues, then it could happen. If that happens.
Okay, the latest fad, 20 seconds. You got it. Throwing the ball across the infield. When did that become a big deal?
It's everything. Everything is based on stats, velocity, leverage. Everything they do is mind-boggling to us old timers.
You heard it here. Thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. We'll see you next week.